Hi, hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lakota West Field, the site of tonight's very important game. We got the state semifinal matchup, the Indian Hill Braves versus Columbus Bexley, and what is the biggest game in Indian Hill women's soccer in a very, very long time. Paul Nyhart next to Brian Compton. And Brian, this is definitely one of the biggest games of the year for Indian Hill Athletics. What can you make of these two teams taking the field tonight?
Well, Paul, there's no question tonight's the biggest game in Indian Hill girls soccer history. This is the first time they've won a regional title and advanced on to the state semifinal. Tonight they're taking on Columbus Bexley. Strong team who defensive-minded, but can score goals.
Indian Hill's team, obviously, anchored by several star players. They've got Amanda McCaw. Who's their scorer? She's the person that all the other teammates look to put the ball in the goal. Also a very strong goalie of that, and Sarah Wiggers, who's pitched 2 consecutive shutouts in the playoffs to take him to the regional title and also the divisional title as well.
Well, Paul, she's played very good in goal. They've given up 0 goals throughout the playoffs. She's thrown 5 shutouts. You can credit a lot of that, though, to her defense.
Superb defense.
She's got a great defensive stopper in Katie Spear.
And we're underway here at Lakota West. The state semifinals are underway. Indian Hill starts off with the opening possession as the ball trickles out of bounds, and just like that, Bexley's going to start off with possession. Missing tonight for Indian Hill starter Nikki Whipper. She's on the sidelines. In her place, I believe, is Sam Spear starting for tonight.
Sam Spear starting at defense.
She's a fullback, midfielder type offensive player, Brian. Bexley gets the ball up the field. Pass across, stopped right on the red basket of Sarah Wiggers. And just like that, Bexley gets their first shot on goal, but makes nothing of it.
Paul, early in the game when both teams haven't really warmed up to it, you're going to want to see both teams striking early, trying to see if they can get something free.
Indian Hill's got a free chance. It's going to be shot on the goal, and it's just wide right. I believe that was Erin Arbaugh. She had a chance down to come wide. She had Amanda McCaw in the front, but it was well defensed by Bexley. As we've seen in the first minute here, both these teams are firing on all cylinders. Both these stands are just jammed-packed with students, and we've got 2 early shots on goal, and action is definitely picking up, as we said.
We've seen 2 early looks at the goal because both teams aren't really into it yet. We'll see them settle down, and you won't see as many shots as the game continues.
Not as much sloppy play, just very, very aggressive. And there's another shot up. Pass up to Bexley's number 18. That's going to be their offensive player. A player we said to watch on earlier, that's Jill Moore. She's just a sophomore, yet she's going to make her presence felt. Bexley's a team that plays on discipline and hard work. Like you said, they're a defensive-minded team that's they're going to have to put Indian Hill down early if they want any chance.
Well, Paul, Indian Hill's a lot like Bexley is in that they rely on their defense to make sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, like you said, as that shot went just wide left of Sarah Wiggers, as Bexley got a very good look at the goal here earlier on.
As I was saying, both teams are very defensive-minded, and they rely on their defense to win games. But if they can both strike and get a goal early, that'd be big. They could carry it out throughout the rest of the game. As
you just saw down there, Sarah Wiggers very upset with herself or her defense. Early frustrations, very aggressive teams, and it looks like we've got this one has all the makings of being an offensive route. Goal or the corner kick by Bexley. Thanks, Brad.
Paul, I was talking to assistant coach Luke Arnold earlier, and he said that he went up to Columbus last week to scout this team, and he said that they're very effective on their corner kicks. I think they scored 2 goals in their last game, and Indian Hill needs to make sure they can shut that down.
A sign of a very good offensive team is to make things happen. Always on the field, but precisely out of the corner itself, where you can get the ball into the hands or the feet, if you will, of the playmakers. The ball is centered once again. Bexley trying to make a play happen. Indian Hill trying to clear it. Bexley still has possession here. Nice move. Indian Hill's defense is swarming up all on it. However, they still cannot clear it here as they are just asking for trouble.
Indian Hill really hasn't been able to get the ball on their side of the field too often.
Looks like they're going to give it a try here as Aliatana makes an effort for it. That ball sails. Looks like they're going to call some type of foul.
Well, there was offsides on Bexley.
Well, as we mentioned, both these teams come out loud, come out fired up, and I think it's a direct reflection of the stands here. You've got the Bexley students with their thunder sticks of blue and white, and the Indian Hill stands are packed with body paint of red and black.
Right.
And this is just state semifinal play at its finest, Brian.
Paul, it is. you can really expect the winner of this game to be the one who doesn't make the most mistakes.
Sure.
If there's a defensive lapse, you might be able to see an early goal, which we've seen. But Indian Hill's gotten a couple early breaks.
There's a throw in by Indian Hill. Looks like that was double cover. They try to get the ball to Amanda, and Bexley was right on that. Allie Tundon gets it around. Bexley still trying to control the opening possession here. As Amanda McCaw looks to get a break, she trips up on it and it falls out of bounds. So maybe a little opening game jitters there by Amanda.
Well, I think you're definitely right.
Yeah.
He's
trying to make something happen in this situation.
You and I have been to their past 3 playoff games, and we haven't seen this.
Yeah.
These girls are playing a little bit more defensive than they usually do.
Well, this is a very good team they're playing, and right now it looks like Indian Hill's firing on all cylinders, as is Bexley. Indian Hill just beat Archbishop Alter, Kettering Alter, excuse me. And now they faced this good Bexley team, who once again has gotten the ball inside, but they still can't get a shot in the goal. However, they're getting plenty of shots on goal, Brian.
Well, the stat guys on this said it is an official shot.
They're going to call it an official shot. We've got stat guys flanking both our sides.
No, really, right now Indian Hill needs to get the ball out of their side and settle the ball down and maintain possession. Otherwise, they're going to give up an early goal.
Free kick by, looks like that was Katie Spear. One thing you do recognize out of this Bexley team is they are playing very, very aggressive on offense. Their fullbacks are well beyond the halfway point of the field. They only have one person deep. This looks a lot like the Indian Hill team we saw against Alter, Brent.
Well, their defensive player is number 4, Lindsay Macklin. She'll be the player who plays a lot like a Katie Spear does. Very defensive,
swing
and that she's going to stop it, as you see there.
Sure. Right now, Bexley's controlling the offensive side. Indian Hill trying to match their speed. Looks like Indian Hill caught up with that. Looks like that was Katie Spear caught up with the Bexley defender and knocked that one away. And it's going to be a throw-in from the side.
Well, once you get that deep in the other person's zone, you got to make sure that you don't trip from behind or any sort of penalty that will allow them a free kick. That's one of the most dangerous parts of soccer.
We're just underway here at Lakota West Stadium. Just under 34 minutes left to play here in the first half. Both teams knotted up. However, that's a bit of a disguise, as we've seen plenty of action, plenty of loud fans, plenty of body paint, plenty of thunder sticks. Both teams are coming out firing on all cylinders, and these fans are happy to see this matchup. You pay $7 for a ducat, and I tell you what, you're gonna want to stick around for the end. Here comes Amanda McCaw. She chases away yet the Bexley defenders. It looks like they're going some type of bracket coverage on her, Brian. To say that, it's a football term, but it looks like they are doubling down and they are ready for it.
Well, Paul, I can't really tell right now, but I'm not sure what type of defensive package they're in right now, but you'll be able to see that as they actually have to play defense right now.
Yeah. The
ball's been on the right side of the field the whole time, and that's not helping Indian Hill.
Here comes Caitlin Flood. She gets shoved out of the way by number 6, Kelly Clark, who's this Bexley team's coming out there fast, but they're also very physical, a sign of a good soccer team where you can be physical, use your body, square off the defender, and get good shots for your teammates.
Well, also they're passing real well. You're not going to see a lot of errant passes from this Bexley team. They're making their shots and they're letting it go.
Right now, this Bexley team they smell blood. They've taken several shots on goal. They're keeping Sarah Wiggers, keeping her feet dancing down there. Meanwhile, the Bexley goalie is just hanging out down there. It looks like Audrey Porter's just doing a hangout. And that's the way they like it. Keep your goalie non-active.
Paul, Indian Hill's having to play so much defense that even if Bexley doesn't score right now, it could wear down on them on the second half.
Looks like Indian Hill, once again, as you said, is on the defensive side. Their backs are breaking, but will they completely break is the question. A good question at that. Nonetheless, Bexley passes it up once again, trying to use their speed. Oh, a nice little back job there. Very nice play by number 5, Kelly Shimantano. Here comes Amanda. She's getting attacked. The defender of Bexley is all over like a cheap suit. Like we said, very physical. They're taking out her legs. The refs are letting them play here earlier on. Indian Hill with their first offensive drive of the game, looking to make something happen.
Centers it in.
Allie Tundon centers it in, and it's wide of the goal. Nice save, it looks like there.
Number 11, A.J. Shizzle was there in case anything popped out.
Brian, obviously not a goal, but a good sign for Indian Hill.
Yeah, it is. They've been playing way too much defense for them to be able to win this game. And with that
minor play, sure.
Well, with that minor push, it gives the defense a little time to relax.
Yeah, it looks like Bexley's not relaxing at all. They're keeping their feet on Indian Hill's throat, and they're not going to let go until they put that goal in. That ball in the goal, as I should say, Brian. The fans are chanting for something, and it looks like Indian Hill gets it. That Indian Hill student section is piling up by the numbers, and you'd think we're a Division I powerhouse right now. However, we've got a minuscule 760 students to our student body, and I bet at least half of them are here tonight, Brian.
I agree. However, this Bexley team, known for traveling well, has shown up in pretty good numbers with their Thunder Sticks.
Well, with the Marriott like we've got across the street, it's just so inviting to stay the night and camp out here at Lakota West. Oh, it looks like a little shank by Sarah Wiggers. She gets it off. Usually in that situation, she'll give it up to Katie Spear and let her do something with it. Nice move by Bexley's offensive player. Number 11, that's Carrie LaCroix. We talked about her earlier on.
All right,
Sarah Wiggers
save.
with another
Great
save. And like we said, she's been keeping very, very busy. Something that she's willing to do, but not something she particularly wants to do, is she wants her offense to handle most of the action tonight.
Well, it's really not something that she's used to doing either. This Indian Hill defense has been pretty effective throughout the playoffs. She's only, I think she only got a few shots on goal on her against Kettering Alter. They ran into a solid Tippecanoe team in the regional semifinals, and they didn't get that many shots off either.
Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Yeah, I mean they've had plenty of shutouts. They've had, and it'll be interesting to see. You know, I hate to go with ifs and buts here, but if indeed Bexley does get out to a 1-0 lead, how this Indian Hill team will adjust, and whether or not they'll change their game plan or what have you.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, because Indian Hill's not used to playing from behind. They're used to playing at a 0-0 tie or up one left.
Well, it's 29-19 left here in the first half of play, and it is 0-0. Indian Hill looking to get their first offensive break of this game. They pass it down. They get the ball at the midfield, which seems to be, you know, just an afterthought this evening, as they've been on the defensive side, back on their heels the entire evening. Ball down into no man's land. Bexley trying to use their speed, and it looks like the Indian Hill defender too far to see from here. Maybe Katie.
Good clear by Emily Goldman.
Yeah, it looks like Emily Goldman got trucked, but she did clear it like Brian said. What's the call going to be here?
This is going to be a corner kick.
It's going to be another corner kick, and like you said, with Bexley having plenty of shots on goal, plenty of offensive opportunities tonight, probably the last thing you wanted right now was a corner kick.
Yep. You can tell the student section picks up. They know that Bexley is very effective off of the corner kick. Hopefully, Indian Hill can knock this one out of here.
The kick is up. It's on its way. Sarah Wiggers gets her nose up in there, and she knocks it out of bounds, and they're going to get another opportunity for a goal corner kick. Ryan, you were a goalie. When you're a keeper and you see that ball spinning sideways towards you, what's your first instinct? To swat that ball away? Or?
Well, Sarah did it very, very well. She just got her fists up there and punched the ball away.
High point.
Even though it does bring up another corner kick, the ball's not in the back of the net.
Right. There comes the kick. It's up. It's on its way. A little bit more loftus this time. Punched up, and once again out of there. The Indian Hill defense swarming on it, and they kick it. They keep it in bounds.
That's a great play.
That was a nice play by Sarah Wiggers. She did just exactly as we said. She punched it out of there. Indian Hill got a pretty lucky break because it just rolled laterally and not towards the goal, and Indian Hill defense recovered, and now instead of another corner kick, they've got a goal kick, Brian.
Well, we got actually offsides on Bexley. But that play from Sarah Wiggers was a great play, because the ball got a little bit overhead, and that's the last thing you want to do. She got her fist up there and punched it away. And fortunately, one of the Indian Hill defenders was able to clear it.
Katie Spear gets a chance to do what she does best, and that's the free kick right off the noggin of Caitlin Flood. And Becca Bechtold gets her bell rung too, but that's fine, it seems like. Another throw in from Bexley here as that ball trickles out of bounds. They're going to try to get another shot on goal here and try to see if they can't get one to fall. Looks like Amanda McCaw is trying to get her touches. She hasn't had much from this evening, Brian, and right now Indian Hill's dead offense is a reflection of that, it seems.
Yeah, it's true. This is a scary time right now for the Braves, because the Braves defense has been working very hard for the last 13 or so minutes and really aren't able to get a break. Hopefully Amanda can...
Well, she's in dangerous territory over there if you're a Bexley fan. That's right in front of the Indian Hill student section. That's just an absolute jungle over there. And if you're over there, you're getting all kinds of things called. And that's what this state semifinal's about. About intense fans and intense atmosphere and just two teams, great teams, just going at it.
Okay. Got the ball up. So they're just not really able to do anything once they can neutralize the ball at center field.
Indian Hill needs some type of break here. They need to get something going here to really change not just this game, not just this score, but most precisely the momentum, Brian. That goes out of bounds, and Indian Hill's going to get the possession. Becca Begtold with the throw-in.
Well, Paul, you and I have both seen it the last few games that Indian Hill's used to playing with the momentum.
Sure. They've had plenty of breaks last game. They saw a ball hit off the side of the goalpost and trickle within inches. And here's a shot across the middle. Oh. Indian Hill's defense is there once again, and Bexley comes within feet from another goal.
Well, it looks like number 12 there, Maria Ship, tried to go with an all-star play that really didn't work out, and that could come back to haunt her.
There comes a shot, a grounder to Sarah Wiggers. That's just that's her bread and butter play when she can get down low like that in her stance and just kick it. Oh, nice kick. She gets a good one away. It looks like Sarah Wiggers, she had to get in the game earlier on as she saw plenty of action. It looks like she came ready tonight. Here comes Amanda McCaw. She's got the defense hot on her back.
There you go.
She breaks away. She's got a person in front of her. It's going to be Sam Spear. She races toward the goal, and the Bexley defender wisely kicks it away.
Caitlin Flood
tries to block it down. Looks like Bexley's just playing more physical than Indian Hill right now.
Bexley's retaining the ball a lot better than Indian Hill is. They need to stop the person with the ball right now.
Carrie LaCroix just totally takes the ball up her field herself. She's pushed to the middle. She passes it off to a teammate. Indian Hill's defense gets back.
Get it out.
Sarah Wiggers has had a goal and a wise play by Indian Hill defense as once again the hearts of the Indian Hill people start beating. The Bexley crowd starts beating with their thunder sticks, and Indian Hill just is counting down the seconds so they can just keep these breaks going.
You know, a player like Amanda McCall who can do so much for the team's got to be frustrated right now. She's not getting the touches that she needs and able to be effective. Right now she's going to go back down into the defense with the rest of the Indian Hill defense in order to stop this Bexley corner kick.
And once again, as you see down there, Bexley setting up in the corner kick. They're setting up for their bread and butter offensive play, trying to set up a possible head job. Here comes a shot across the middle, cleared once again by Indian Hill, except it can't get to midfield. Indian Hill has all their players down by the bottom of their goal. As once again the Indian Hill fans are starting to come in here. They're starting to go nuts.
We see dedicated fan Mike Cook
flag top off.
IH flag.
Looks like he's with possibly Andrew Pratt.
Richard Andrew Pratt. Yeah. Katie Spear looks clear this.
Oh, nice head ball right there. The head ball is one of those plays that, you know, if you use it effectively, it can be a great weapon for you as a player. If you use it ineffectively, you'll wake up the next morning with a headache.
Indian Hill ball. Emily Goldman throws it in. She's a player, Paul, who
has to step up her game tonight.
Well, she's got to step up, but she's one who maybe doesn't get as much credit as a player like Katie Spear does, but she does the things that help out Katie.
Looks like there's some type of question here as to whether
Indian Hill fans really pick it up.
Yeah, it looks like Indian Hill was questioning who was throwing in the ball. It was Indian Hill's throw-in, and now it looks like there's some type of call, some type of question going on here. As the fans pick up here, we get that atmosphere we were talking about as Lakota West Stadium is heating up.
On the fans, they really seem to be into things right now.
The sun's gone down, but things are starting to heat up at Lakota West as both these teams want to pick up a win that'll take them to the state finals, Brian.
Well, here's Katie Spear with a free kick.
She's looking to really lay into this one. The kick is up, it's on its way. She hits it long.
Oh, that's a great kick.
Looks like right into the Bexley defenders. However, it's going to be, looks like Bexley, and she took out her leg.
Sam Shoney takes the digger off
Sam Shoney. She's down, but she'll probably get back up.
She's tough. That's going to be a free kick awarded to the Braves.
Sam Shoney's also one of those players. She's not a stat book person. She's just a down and dirty kind of player. She likes the physical play. And, you know, being a defensive-minded player, that's what she does best.
She steps up and kicks it into Amanda McCall.
Amanda McCall, and also in his runners. Amanda passes across the middle. Oh, and a nice kick away there. It looks like, I believe, number 12 of Bexley did a nice job there. Maria Ship, we talked about earlier on the game. The nice play to kick it away. Indian Hill's going to get a shot at corner. And like we said, Brian, with just under 22 minutes left to play in the first half, Big Mo has a new friend. As Indian Hill chants goalie.
Indian Hill gets the goalie chant going as AJ Shizzle looks to kick it in. Last time they scored on a head ball by Becca Bechtold. We'll try to
It's across the middle. It's up, and the goalie high points, and it's right into a bread basket. You know, Indian Hill had a good shot effort there out of the They get their first shot on goal, I believe, or one of their better shots on goal for that matter. Is a nice kick there by the goalie for Bexley. She really laid into that one. However, it goes back to Indian Hill's possession.
Like I said earlier, Becca Begtold was the one who scored the one and only goal against Kettering Alter, and that was off a head ball by Nikki Whipper. Now right there, Nikki gets her, who's that? Becca got her head on the ball again. Yep. She's just got a nose for it, Paul.
Well, Becca's going to go out here. It looks like going into the game now is Indian Hill has two replacements. Looks like Emily Goldman's going to go in for Sam Spear and take the throw in.
Danny Levy also gets into the game.
See our first action of the evening. State semifinal action coming to you live, tape delay style on ICRC Public Access.
Great
Caitlin Flood, great head ball to get it back. Brooke Rogers just fresh into the game, can't handle it, and Bexley once again has another drive. Indian Hill's got a fresh body in Sam Spear, who knocks it back to Katie Spear, who launches the ball up in the air, and it looks like a fair catch needed to be called. That one might have run down rain. And that's going to go out of bounds.
The Indian Hill crowd gets back into it.
Indian Hill crowd gets back into it. They're fired up here. They don't need shirts.
No, they're trying to swing the momentum for these Lady Braves.
And that's what happened at Alter. Indian Hill got in the minds of the players for Alter and really, no pun intended, altered the outcome of the game, Brian. Looks like the fans from Bexley are answering the call and trying to get trying to get more pumped up here, as the Thundersticks right now just aren't doing the trick, it seems. However, they're going to get with another shot. Oh, a total body shot.
On goal.
No call.
Great stop.
I kind of like that no call, Brian. She chucked her down. That's the way they're going to have to play this game.
Well, Paul, this is a state semifinal. You know this.
Yeah, as long as they play, as long as I call it both ways, which all night they have been doing, I have no problem with it. I'd kind of like to see the forearm shivers. However,
clear it out.
Nice job. I believe that's Jill Hoffman.
No, that was
Katie Spear.
Katie Spear.
She's the defensive specialist for Indian Hill.
Get that, AJ.
Looks like, nice
Out to
play.
the wing, number 13, the freshman sensation, Brooke Rogers.
Freshman phenom comes up. It's going to be Allie Tunham down the left. Who can come up with it? Allie Tunham. Oh, a nice back job.
Play.
She totally deked her out. Allie Tunham gets shoved down again. I'm sure she's got a parent in the stands making her presence felt right now, but Indian Hill puts a shot wide to left and a goal kick. But, Brian, Indian Hill now starting to get shots on goal.
Well, you know, they're getting a few shots, but they're only getting the ball down here for 25 seconds, whereas it's down there for 2 minutes. You got to get the ball shifted down here at least to even time to give your defense a break.
I think right now Indian Hill has to use baby steps.
Low kick.
They have to progress, and right now they are progressing. They've gotten plenty of breaks, and it looks like right now Indian Hill's Sam Spear gets outmanned by number 6 at Bexley. That's Kelly Clark. It comes up. It's cleared. Caitlin Flood has something to do with it. She's got to pass it up, and she kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to be a Bexley throw-in, Brian.
Well, just as effective as they are off the corner kick, they're great on the throw-ins.
The throw-in's very key. We've talked about that all year. The rotator
you know
cuff strength, the shoulder strength. Indian Hill's weight program is focused
Katie
on
Spear,
that.
great play.
Amanda McCaw is going to get one of her touches here. She's got to do something with this. However, she's met by all kinds of Bexley defenders, Brian.
They're going to throw the flag on that. Amanda's known for her physical play, though. I wouldn't worry about that.
That's a family trademark, Brian.
Matt on the football field, Amanda on the soccer field.
Matt's a blocking back. I mean,
maybe we get a look at the Indian Hill
free
Braves.
kick. Indian Hill and the Braves. Looks like we had a little blockage there with our satellite, but our signal's back. Yeah, only on public access. Nice kick all the way down. Looks like Sam Shoney put her head on that one. And she'll be icing by night set.
Okay,
looks like another call, and Indian Hill's going to get an open kick.
We had a push from behind. Indian Hill's going to get a kick. Looks like Katie Spear will take this.
Looks like over the back.
Right.
Well, that's, you know, figuratively speaking, Brian. The kick is up, and it's on its way by Katie Spear. Right into Bexley. So right now Bexley's, you know, they've got a lot of players coming in and out more times than a fiddler's elbow here. They've got plenty of fresh bodies out there. They're not playing fatigue. They've got another shot on goal, or another shot opportunity. And Katie Spear, who, like we said, is Indian Hill's defensive specialist. You hope she can keep her gas level up all night, or she.
Well, that was one of the rare times you'd see Katie Spear get beat. She didn't
panic.
Right, she didn't panic. She stayed with her, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. Now she kicks it against the attack player,
stretching her hamstrings.
Right, and they get a goal kick.
It's a cold, chilly night here at Lakota West Stadium. We've got plenty of bodies, plenty of student bodies, that is, packing the stands. Things are starting to heat up here action-wise. We've got players playing very physical, and right now another shot opportunity. They cross it across the middle, and once again, Katie Spear is there. However, Bexley still with another shot opportunity. They pass across the middle. Indian Hill is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and that goes out of bounds. Then it's going to be an Indian Hill goal kick. Something you notice right now, Indian Hill, Brian, is that they're playing kind of an umbrella coverage. They're way back on defense. They're going to prevent defense. When Bexley has a run, Indian Hill's got plenty of people across the middle to knock the ball away. And you know why that obviously prevents the ball from being in the goal. You know, the flip side of that is it prevents you from being aggressive on offense.
Here's what Indian Hill's going to do on defense. They're going to mark each man and have Katie Spear play center field just in case anyone gets by or anything gets through.
Amanda McCall once again with an opportunity. It looks like Emily
Goldman
behind.
Okay.
They call it?
Yeah, they called it.
They called it. Okay, Brian. We could see that from up here. Emily Goldman got shoved from behind in her lumbar region, and she took one for the team, and Indian Hill's going to get an open kick here.
Taking the free kick once again, Katie Spear, Lady Braves defenseman.
Katie Spear looking to lay one in. Stands about 15 yards back. Low line drive kick. Maybe
She's
trying to
get another look at it.
Yeah, she try to get the ball to one of her Indian Hill players.
Sister Sam Spear, #1.
Makes a great story, Brian. We'll have a feature on that at halftime, I'm sure. Get our guys to throw something together. Let's see what Indian Hill is coming back. They put the ball up. Off the noggin of Amanda McCaw. It's going to be a freshman feed on Brooke Rogers. She comes along the sidelines, trying to get the ball, trying to get some type of control. She passes it up. It's just a little too far behind of, looks like.
Great play by A.J. Shizzle.
Can't just do it. Bexley's using its speed right now. Another new face into the game. Maggie Stone of Bexley comes in. Indian Hill still playing defensive. They're starting to get more physical right now. They sense that these refs are going to let them play here. Let them earn this game on the field and not elsewhere.
Throw into the Lady Braves.
Throwing on the ground this time. Oh, here comes freshman phenom Brooke Rodgers. She gets to use her speed here. However, once again, it looks like that was Maggie Stone using her physical play to outman her opponent.
Katie Spear's got to step up.
And she does.
Yeah.
In unison next time, Brian. Amanda McCaw, can you sense she's getting frustrated, Brian? You were a goalie, but you have to sense that, you know, if you're a player out there, such of Amanda's caliber, you don't get your touches, you're a little befuddled.
Amanda's, I mean, this could work both ways, Paul. She's not going to get tired, but also the defense is going to get tired. She's going to be able to run all day, so I would say this favors Bexley's defense. But on a one-on-one situation, no one in the state's going to be able to beat Amanda McCaw.
Sure.
You know this.
You've said she's one of the greater people and players in one of the Indian Hill Madeira. Greater Indian Hill Madeira section.
No question.
No question about that. When you expand that to the southwest, northwest, eastern, western borders of Ohio, she's one of those players you have to stop. And looks like Bexley had a game plan to stop her. And just in this first half of play they have, Brian. Ooh, off, I believe, Allie Tundham.
To get it up to Amanda McCaw.
She's dancing. She's doing all kinds of stuff. Aaron Arball back into the game. Can't control it.
Great play.
Indian Hill's got some people down there if they can
Tundham.
make something happen. However, Bexley's going to try to counter that by going back to an offensive drive. Katie Spear now playing further up. Brian, can you tell from up here if Indian Hill has changed their offensive game plan or if it's Bexley that's compensating for something right now? Looks like Bexley took the throw in, but
that should have been to Indian Hill.
Looks like this game is moving at such a fast pace. These refs, I mean, if you don't think they feel the tension and the action of this game right now, you're kidding yourself.
Paul, right now, Indian Hill doesn't have an offensive game plan. They haven't been able to get the ball on offense. All they've done is been able to get a few fast breaks and getting 1 or 2 looks at the goal, whereas Bexley's controlling the ball and able to set up shots.
You know, I'm a big fan of the bottom line, Brian. 12 minutes left to play. We still have a 0-0 score.
Get it out.
It's out. It's out. Allie Tundham. Oh, the ball's kicked around. We've got a open kick, I believe. It's not a penalty
kick outside the 18-yard line.
So Indian Hill's going to have to set up the wall here. It's going to be a wall of red, and once that ball is kicked, and if it actually hits the wall, you'll see plenty more red. And
this could be a little bit of trickery. You might see 1 or 2 fake kicks.
Probably a cut here. You said Mr. Arnold, Luke, I believe, if he scouted this team well, you'll see it right here because this is. Looks like they're within the wall. Cuts it across. Nope.
All right.
She just, they went simple play there. They used a pick, bit of a decoy, if you will, across the middle, and Indian Hill didn't bite, and didn't really matter.
You know what?
The
Even
kick
if that
sailed
one
wide.
did go on goal, they weren't able to get away from Sarah Wiggers, and she had her hands above the post of the goal, and that one was going to be knocked high.
Great idea by Bexley, though. Just take a shot. She hit it where the goalie couldn't stop it, not just out of the goal, but top shelf. If you're going to miss, it's got to be top shelf. Indian Hill now trying to get something going. There's Amanda McCall. She's now shoving her player out of the way, and they're going to call her for that. Yeah, now she's getting frustrated, Brian, yeah. Laundry's on the field in her direction. She gets frustrated. She's being manhandled every play, but that's usually without the ball, Brian. When you've got the ball, you've got more eyes on you.
We got a run by Allie Tutton.
Looks like she's a little gassed, Brian.
Yeah, she
gets shoved. She gets shoved.
The whole time.
And they call that's going to be.
There we go. That one will go to Indian Hill.
Ball.
Get the ball in.
They need to throw in.
They need to get the ball in a lot quicker than that.
As you said, Brian, they've been playing very defensive and very tired. Comes back down. Indian Hill's got numbers.
Clear this.
Looks like Bexley's number 6, Kelly Clark, trying to make something happen, and she, all she can do is just kind of hang out down there, Brian.
We have number 17, Caitlin Flood, entering the game.
Caitlin Flood re-entering the game. It looks like she's going to go in for, I believe that's
AJ Shizzle.
Yeah.
Well, they've been playing so much defense that they're rotating these defensemen in and out because they're getting gassed.
Indian Hill needs to stay fresh. This is where the conditioning plan, that extra bowl of pasta you had for dinner, really kicks in.
10 minutes left.
Another shot across the middle. A Bexley person cutting, and they shoots it over. A very nice play. I believe that was number 13 of Bexley. Looks like Sarah Bauer, another new name, cut across there, and she snuck in through the defense and made a good shot there, Brian.
Well, they just caught the Indian Hill defense sleeping, which is something you can rarely do, but Indian Hill's been covering the whole right side of the field right now.
We could see that from here. It looks like Indian Hill just kind of let their guard down a little, and can you blame them? They've got to have all kinds of side stitches, sore cores by now.
Number 6, Kelly Clark, a forward coming out of the game right now.
Looks like Amanda's got her first touch. She's going to go back. She's going to make something happen for her teammates, not herself.
Gets it up to Caitlin Flood.
Caitlin Flood scratching her way through. Tries to hit it to Erin Arbaugh.
Get it up.
Sam Shoney making a move back.
Great cutback.
She gets hung back. She's got time. Oh, man. McCaw gets quadruple teamed here. A situation not auspicious for the like of herself. That ball's kicked way up. Ooh, yeah, that's a hard hit. Bexley right now, it looks like they've dropped back into more defense as they maybe snuff out that Indian Hill's, trying to get the ball in the goal more. They've got Erin Arbaugh.
Watch out for Erin Arbaugh offside.
Is she offside?
Head ball.
Oh, the ball's loose. The ball's loose. Oh, and it's right in the breadbasket, though. Brian, you said go, go. But those are the kind of loose balls in these kind of games you need to come up with. Erin Arbaugh was borderline offside. We saw from here she was open. Indian Hill did a nice job trying to get the ball to her, but she just couldn't put the ball in the it paid her at the end.
Gets deep back into the Indian Hill zone. Erin Arbaugh making a great play on that. She stuck her hand up, let the person crossing the ball know that it was coming, and she did the best thing she could.
Playmaker control, Brian, as I like to call it.
Sure.
Looks like Bexley coming across the middle. They're on offense now, Brian. They're trying to control the ball. Katie Spear on defense had a chance to maybe turn the ball back upfield, but has kicked it out on that last play. Maybe a sign of fatigue, trying to let her defense come back.
Indian Hill ball. Great play.
Oh, that's not exactly
Great play
that's
by
not
Erin.
a
Get the
crowd
ball
pleaser.
in quick.
That's not a crowd pleaser. However, Caitlin Flood's going to get a sideline throw in here, as you see the ref patiently waiting from the side in honor of that 50 cent. Here comes Erin Arbaugh along the side, making something happen. Indian Hill once again needs to get a drive going. Needs to get something going offensively. 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Indian Hill has had almost nothing to show for on offense.
Katie Spear wasn't able to get the ball out that time, but Emily Goldman was.
Amanda McCaw, head ball, can't do anything about it. Erin Arbaugh comes on, and that ball is just flown away. Sam Shoney hits it. The law of physics, however, allowed the ball to still go backwards. Looks like Bexley's still trying to make something happen. Ryan, are they running some type of play now here? Earlier on, it seems like they were using their speed, power, and finesse play to try to just get something going on. Now it looks like they're using cutters, decoy people across the middle. Am I wrong?
Shot on goal, get up. There we go. Well, I mean, I've said this before. Bexley's just controlling the ball. Indian Hill can't hold on to it, but we have a player checking in. Indian Hill can't get a handle on the ball, and they aren't able to possess it in order to set up anything. Bexley's knocking around the ball, and they're winning the battle of loose balls and second balls right
Allie
now.
Tundenham goes out. And it looks like coming in, I believe A.J. Schissel might be making a cameo appearance here to give Allie a blow on the sidelines.
Emily Goldman tries to clear.
Down in the corner here, dangerous
Shot on
territory.
goal.
Sarah Wiggers catches it right in the noose. Right letters where you want to catch it. She gets a kick away here. Good kick.
Great kick.
Indian Hill tries to get something going. Cut off by the Bexley defender. Is now the even the Bexley defense is playing aggressive.
See, Paul, that's what I'm saying. They're winning the battle of loose balls.
Erin Arbaugh comes on. She gets something going. She's trying to get it.
So get up.
Caitlin Flood making something happen. Passes it to Amanda McCaw. She gets swarmed by 4 defenders.
Oh,
she's getting harassed. Yeah. They got longer here. There's a tangled up here.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to get a
They
talking
took down
to.
Amanda. You can't do that.
Yeah. Looks like they tackled her. They took her down with their legs. And, you know, this isn't Greco-Roman wrestling. This is soccer, Brian.
Looks like they're going to set up a 2-person wall.
That's
Sam Shoney goes for the kick.
How do you defense this play, Brian?
Well, you got to mark your man as you look for them running in.
There it is. Amanda McCall off the arm. It's going to be corner. It was off the Bexley defender last. Now, the corner kick, Brian, when you're a goalie, is that one of those things where you rely on your defense, or are you just looking to high point the ball whenever you can?
Paul, the goalie is the center of the corner kick. You're the one telling your defenseman where to go and what to do. You want to get out there and get a fist on the ball in order to knock it away.
Allie Schissel knocks it up in the middle. Indian Hill can't make something happen. It's going to go out to Bexley. Bexley is kicked out of bounds by Sam Spear to temporarily put a halt to the drive of Bexley as Carmen Gray can only sit and watch. Emily Goldman, Erin Arbaugh
keeps it in.
Amanda McCaw is the person across the middle. She finds it
sensation.
Too much mustard.
Go.
Comes out. Oh, that's a heads-up play right there to get down and dirty. The ball is still loose, but to go down, take a face plant like that with the soccer cleat nonetheless coming towards you, not exactly looking to say hi, but that's a great play there by goalie of Bexley, Aubrey Porter.
You got to take your hat off. That was a great play by her.
Indian Hill, however, getting shots, more opportunities here. There's a shot on the goal that just sails wide right as the keeper just lets it go wide. So the goal kick is imminent with just under 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Still, amazingly enough, with all the action, offensive plays we've had, we are still 0-0 here at Lakota West Stadium. We've got a large crowd. Both teams travel very well. Bexley, about an hour and a half or so from here. Indian Hill, maybe 20 minutes, merely a stone's throw compared to that of Bexley's duration of travels. Amanda McCall getting screened off.
Good physical play.
Drops a shoulder into her. Oh, nice play by Erin Arbaugh.
Go.
Get a shot on. Gets a shot. Oh, and yeah, it sailed on her, but nice play there by the keeper of Bexley. Just simply waiting for that ball to come. Erin Arbaugh had a nice shot there and, just couldn't get it high enough. The ball rose, but just didn't rise enough. As Bexley tries to answer here by coming up with another drive, Brian.
Well, good things usually start with the goalie's punt. Shot on goal blocked again by Katie Spear.
If there was a statistic for goal opportunities stopped, which I'm sure there isn't, Katie Spear would lead the league in statistical.
Well, you see how quickly things can turn within 15 seconds. You have the ball on one end all the way down to the other with a very dangerous corner kick coming to the brace.
Now, Brian, that's one of the reasons the sport has such worldwide popularity. However, in the States, it's one of those sports that has yet to catch on as much. Most likely, I'd hate to digress, but I believe it's because you can't really gamble on it. You asked me before, who is the favorite for this game. As there's a shot stopped by Sarah Wiggers, but we didn't know who was predicted to win this game as there is no line, etc. But like we said, Sarah Wiggers had a great stop there in the goal. As she's, I believe that's probably her 6th or 7th save this evening, Brian.
We'll have Katie Spear kick it deep from her own zone. Kept in.
2 minutes left here to play in the first half. Bexley's trying to finish out this first half like they started with another goal opportunity.
Shot on goal. Katie Spear gets in front of it again. Clear.
Indian Hill's got to get it out of there. They've got to get it out of there. It looks like Erin Arbaugh's scurrying. Indian Hill's just fighting for dear life here. Sarah Wiggers gets her nose in it here.
Great play.
Brian, what's the rule on that? Are you allowed to just go for the ball and hit the goalie, or is that just one of those rules they call every time practically?
Well, 9 out of 10 times the goalie's going to win that. And they're going to, the referee is going to call the foul. on the attacking player, but in some cases the goalie is at fault.
It's like roughing the quarterback in the NFL. You know, they usually give the benefit of the doubt to the trigger man.
Want to keep him safe.
Right now, Indian Hill is trying to keep this nothing game safe.
This is bad.
Caitlin Flood down there. Oh, beautiful shot. Just a great attempt there by Bexley. Looks like from here it's too tough to tell, but a great shot by their offender. She comes back a little winded.
Well, this is a real dangerous time. We got 1 minute left in the game, or in the first half. And Indian Hill needs to regroup at halftime, but you definitely don't want to go into halftime with a 1-love deficit.
Well, I hope Indian Hill's got a good trainer, because Katie Spears' legs are going to have to be stretched in all kinds of angles after this first half. She's had plenty of open kicks, plenty of stops.
Dangerous.
If Indian Hill is going to make it further on, she's going to earn that state ring, Brian.
Get it out.
Caitlin Flood back on defense. In other games, we've noticed Caitlin Flood not usually plays as far back on defense, which is just a barometer of the style of play Bexley's coming tonight. They're hurrying up their play here. Just under 30 seconds left to play.
They're trying to get one last look.
Trying to get this corner kick back in. The speed up also it makes Indian Hill confused. They're not allowed to find your man in time. That ball gets cleared. Indian Hill's got to get it out of there. Once again in the corner. It's along the sideline.
Go, Amanda.
Amanda's got 10 seconds left to play. Right now, she's got to just try to make something happen. Just kick it down the field. Don't get too cute. All right. Well, we've had a first half of play that's been full of excitement, shots, lots and lots of offensive opportunity. Indian Hill's been on their heels most of the night. Bexley's been up and down the field. We've seen physical play. We've seen loud, violent, and very, very excited fans here at Lakota West Stadium. We're sure to see more of that in the second half, which we'll join you in just a moment, folks.
If I could reach the stars, pour one down for you, so you can see the truth, that I can change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe, and if I could, I'd change the world.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
I've seen what drugs can do to people. If it doesn't kill you, it'll kill your soul.
Drugs are nowhere, and I'm talking from experience.
I've probably been through everything, done everything, took everything, and I can sure tell you that drugs are no way to go.
Don't lose your friends. Don't lose yourself. Don't be a fool. It's no way to rock.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of play at the state semifinals, hosted at Lakota West Stadium. We've got Indian Hill. We've got Bexley faced in a 0-0 barn burner. The first half of play saw Indian Hill on their heels most of the time as Bexley came out fired up, physical, fast, and ready to put the ball in the goal. Right now, Indian Hill's trying to get something going to open up the second half. However, Bexley's going to open up with the possession. Brian, what does Indian Hill have to do to not have what happened to them in the first half?
Well, from what we've seen before, they're definitely a second half team, and they've got the fire to come out and get a quick strike. Now, whether or not their defense is a little bit too tired, we'll probably see that pretty early.
The key to that will be Indian Hill coming out on offense, getting an opening goal. That way they can be more conservative on D. They're going to call laundry, and it's going to be against Bexley. Good call, Brian. We get some first half stats. Looks like Indian Hill had 6 shots on goal.
No, 2 shots on goal. They had 6 total shots, but only 2 of them made it on goal.
Sure. And Bexley looks like 18 shots, Brian.
7 of which were on goal, and that's definitely not.
That's not auspicious. That's a great save percentage for your goalie.
Get out there.
7-7. And speaking of goal, here comes
Great
out
play.
of nowhere, Sarah Wiggers to cut off her teammate, Katie Spear, who also had an excellent first half. And as we said in the first half, she doesn't show much in the box score. She's one of those players that when you see a shutout, you see her name and stuff. Amanda McCall bites the dust, trying to get the ball back on the offensive side of the field. During halftime, Brian, we consulted with the Indian Hill fans. The paparazzi's out there. They're taking photos. This is one of the biggest games, not only in Indian Hill history, but you know, just in the tri-state area this year for a Cincinnati team, Indian Hill, to be in the finals like this, Division II semifinals. This is a big deal, and this is a game that you can just feel the attitude of the players all the way up in the press box and in the stands.
For everybody.
Speaking of
Aaron
excitement,
across it, Amanda McCall.
Amanda McCall, excitement. She's got a breakaway.
Cut it back.
She's got to cut it back. Oh, she had a
Allie
player
Tunham
out there. Allie Tunham. Indian Hill can still make something happen here. It gets stuffed, but she tries to cross it in the middle. But Indian Hill's going to get a corner kick. Okay. So just 2 minutes into the first half here, and Indian Hill's going to have a corner kick. Something it took them about 10 minutes to do in the opening half of play. And Indian Hill had some success in their corner kicks. Obviously, they didn't put any in the goal, but they kept Bexley on their toes during their corner kicks, and those were their best offensive opportunities.
Number 3, Allie Tunham takes the corner kick.
It's up, and it's just beyond the reach of Emily Golden, who's fighting for it against her Beckley opponent. A.J. Shizzle comes up, tries to get the ball back in scoring zone. She's getting harassed down there.
Okay.
Yeah, there they go. They call a foul, much to the dismay of Bexley, who we can't see from here.
A throw in Indian Hill. Indian Hill's coming out in this second half a lot more offensive-minded.
Oh, yeah, but there's a nice clear there by Bexley's defender.
Clear.
Indian Hill's trying to get something going. Sam Shoney, who played a very good first half, as this physical play of Bexley started to rub off on her as she played her physical style of game also.
Well, I don't know about rub off, but it may have been wearing her down because they've been throwing elbows, and the physical play has picked up.
Well, she's a naturally physical player, Brian. When she gets the opportunity to be physical, she's going to jump on it. And she did. And in the second half, I'd be surprised if did becomes will. If you catch my drift, nonetheless. Indian Hill back. It's going to be Katie Spear. She's going to look to put a leg in it. She uses her southpaw.
Great clear.
Oh, nice play by Erin Arbaugh to get it back in the middle. I believe, but Bexley snuffed that play out. Caitlin Flood gets in there, tries to get the play stopped, and Indian Hill's back again in familiar territory, unfortunately, and that's the defensive side of the ball, Brian.
Throw into Indian Hill. They get in quickly. Amanda McCall's going to try to use her speed here.
She gets swung around.
Got thrown on the ground.
She got thrown on the ground, and they're going to call the foul.
They're throwing the flag.
Amanda. They called it against Amanda, and that's a questionable call. Our first one of the first half.
You can clearly see they extended the bent elbow and threw her on the ground.
She used the forearm shiver there, the stiff arm, and I can check the rule book, but I do not believe that is within regulation of OHSAA.
No, it's not.
Nonetheless, Indian Hill is going to have to make some hay as that ball goes out of bounds. Indian Hill picks it up.
Indian Hill. They're getting the ball in a lot quicker, Paul. They're going to look to push it a little bit more.
Well, that has to be one of the notes
Get it out.
Coach Dunlap talked about
Katie.
during halftime. Play aggressive. Lee.
Katie Spear looking to clear it again. Great play.
Bexley once again is on it, though. Looks like using her speed for Bexley. Number 11, we've called her name all first half. That's Carrie LaCroix. She kicks it, I believe it's going to be a corner kick, so Bexley's going to get their first corner kick of the first half. And Indian Hill dodged plenty of bullets in the first half, and most of those bullets were fired from the corner, Brian.
Well, we'll see how Indian Hill does to defend it again. They have Sam Spear front post and Becca Bechtold far post. Look for Bexley to cross in the middle.
Jill Moore with the corner kick, kicks it across the middle. They use a decoy.
Get it out.
Hill's got to clear it. They can't. It's still in the box. Looks like Erin Arbaugh is getting shoved from behind. She's getting pushed. 18's all over her like a cheap suit. However, she gets it out of the play. Amanda McCall uses her forearm, and they're going to call her for that. They're going to call. They're calling a foul. And
number 18, Jill Moore, pushing from behind. The ball will go back to the Braves.
Looks like Amanda used her physical play. Now you can see Indian Hill players that aren't usually known for their physical play are becoming more physical in this game, Ryan.
Yeah.
They're leaving it all out there. That's off of number 2 of Bexley. That's Maggie Stone, a senior. She's played soccer for 4 years, being a senior at Bexley. She's very upset right now to call. It looks like Indian Hill is going to maintain possession, and being a senior, a 4-year player at Bexley, she's upset at that.
Also another senior 4-year player who had 7 shots in the first half, number 11, Carrie LaCroix. 4 shots on goal.
Probably a French background,
sure,
French Canadian.
That's twice as many as Indian Hill was,
I believe. Emily Golden.
Katie Spear looks to clear.
Katie Spear does clear. Can Erin Arbaugh get to it in time?
She does.
Keeps it in bounds.
She does.
A very nice play.
She's going to run a man in the middle.
McCaw. It's passed across the middle. Oh, Bexley comes up with a nice chance, but she probably just ran out of gas.
Not able to clear it quite yet. Great cutback.
Oh, nice cutback by Allie Tunham. Across the middle. Indian Hill can't make anything of it, as once again they get some scoring chances, albeit no goals. But Brian, Indian Hill looks like they've come out more fired up in the first half, and we are indeed seeing a different team.
You're going to see this Indian Hill crowd really get into it as well. They've got something to cheer about finally. Ball goes back to Bexley.
Bexley's going to get a throw in around their corner. They are now on the defense, and it will be interesting to see how they take this new style of play they must adapt to. Or adapt, excuse me.
How about a little bit of both?
That's fine, because you can adapt too. They're both verbs, that's fine. Either way, it looks like Erin Arbaugh's
got a chance at this. Erin Arbaugh can get a shot on goal.
Shot in the goal. And a nice save. Great save. Erin Arbaugh had another shot on the goal. It was stopped. She had the goalie. It looks like that was Audrey Porter, I believe, was on her heels again, about ready to take a digger back there into the goal, but nonetheless, she stopped it, maintained balance, and that's just a sign of a strong core, Brian.
Erin was able to misfoot the goalie and make her go the direction she didn't want to go, but unfortunately the ball was close enough to her hands. She was able to block the ball down and gain possession. Very unfortunate circumstance.
Looks like coming back. Oh, a nice play by Becca Bechtold, who shows off some of her ball skills, except it looks like it called out of bounds. Ooh, and AJ Schissel tries to
a little crafty
do a
play.
hop. Yeah, that's a creative, and it keeps the offense on their defense on their toes.
Speaking of offense, Indian Hill's really picked it up in the second
Caitlin
half.
Flood trying to outman her defender. She does. The ball gets upfield.
Go
Once
Erin.
again, it's Erin Arbaugh. She's got offside, Brian. You could snuff that one out from the beginning. The defender, or the referee over there, whistled the offender, Erin Arbaugh, for offsides. And just like that, Indian Hill drive is what could have been is now just a has-been. As it looks like an open kick. The kick is up. It's on its way, and it's a low-line drive. Most likely, she saw a person open. Indian Hill forgot to mark. I believe that was number 18 of Bexley. That was Jill Moore, a sophomore sensation who they were trying to get the ball to. Jill Moore, I believe, is their corner kick specialist. As it looks like Sam Shoney just totally took a barrel roll.
All right.
She took a roll on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on that, and Indian Hill's going to have a free kick.
Indian Hill student section's really getting into it right now.
And so is Sam Shoney. She hit the deck, she rolled around, she got back up, pumped her fist, and said, bring it on. This is the semifinal game, Ryan.
Fill it up again. Let's
Fill it up again. Let's go. The head job, no good. Indian Hill trying to still maintain possession. The ball is bouncing around, and it goes over.
Physical play on the ground. They're going to stop and maybe throw a flag.
Are they going to go flat?
Yellow
card. Okay. We've got a card. We've got a card. She's discussing it with the referee.
Indian Hill fans are loving
Indian Hill fans are loving it. She goes to the sidelines talking all kinds of
Number
verbal
6 absolutely tackled Amanda McCaw.
Kelly Clark trying to get a cheap shot at Amanda McCaw.
Not really known for her physical play. Kelly Clark just whipped her to the ground.
Kelly Clark runs off in astonishment, saying it's not my fault. She's befuddled right now, but right now Indian Hill can't focus on that play. They need to focus on the result, and that's putting the ball in the goal and using that momentum swing, Brian.
Clark is upset right now.
She's upset.
You know, they take her out of the game because...
It looks like she high-pointed it well, Brian.
They take Clark out of the game because if Clark gets another yellow card, that means not only is she not allowed to play the rest of the game, but they're going to be a man down. So they get her out, let her regain her composure.
Woman down, Brian. Either way,
a little bit of both.
A big tough play by her. Now the yellow card.
Get up there, Amanda.
Amanda's up. She's got a shot on the goal. She's got the goalie out. Oh, yeah, great play. That's one of those plays, Brian. You were the keeper. You look at that. It's either it's do or die, I believe. pick your poison.
Amanda wasn't planning on the goalie going low on that one. She's got to have it.
Looks like a collision down here. Down, I believe. Looks like
Get up.
down. She's trying to get up. I can't see what that is.
Three,
Looks like Allie Tottenham got hit on the side of the head. Looks like
she's going to stay down.
Yeah,
They're going to get a sub in for her.
They're going to get a sub in, and yet the play.
Blow the whistle.
The play is still going on. Indian Hill parents are going nuts over there. And Allie's got a, looks like she's
on the ground.
She's on the ground just doing a hangout.
Blow the whistle. Let's
they finally realize what's going on. The Indian Hill players, you almost have to, I mean, I don't know who didn't see her or what have you, but you got to notify the refs. And right now they're trying to figure out the situation. Looks like if we could get a replay on the previous play, see what indeed did happen. It looks like she probably went up for head ball and just got hit in the face on the way up. That is a dangerous play. Well, head ball, obviously you're going up. You get two heads, they collide, and you get two melons that knock surfaces. You're going to have a big boo-boo when you wake up.
Well, you know, Allie Tottenham's going to play through that. I wouldn't worry about any big boo-boo. They're going to take her out.
She tried to get up.
She might take 3 or 4 minutes to regain her composure, and she's going to get back into the game. She's a big part of this Braves offense.
Either way, Indian Hill looks like going in for is going to be freshman phenom Brooke Rodgers taking her place. A little bit more speed, but a little less experience than Allie Tottenham, Brian.
Well, Paul, as you know, in this game, speed kills, so you never know what can happen. We've seen Amanda burn her defender a few times, and that's turned out to be good things for Indian Hill.
Right now, Indian Hill is now countering the speed of Bexley using this momentum shift, and they have a change of attitude now. The goalie now towards the Indian Hill student body section, where many goalies have gone before and walked out a different person. Caitlin Flood tries to take the angle.
Good physical
she cuts it off, uses the physical attitude. She cuts it up. She's going to try to make something happen. She's got Amanda McCall, who's speaking of something happening.
Amanda cut back.
Amanda's got a couple of people in the field. Brian, you saw it all along. Nice play by
Amanda still retains possession.
Oh, she just runs out of gas there, Brian. It looks like, yeah.
Can only sprint for so long.
Yeah.
Well, watch out for number 11 coming down the field. She got 4 shots on goal last time. Last half, that is.
Yeah.
You got to mark the ball.
Number 11 of Bexley, Carol LaCroix. We talked about
LaCroix in the corner.
Nova Scotian descent, most likely. She comes out. Oh, nice move down there. And it looks like she got pulled down. Or they're going to call it a corner kick, I believe. Yeah. A lot of tired players are going on out there. You got a lot of bodies falling down. A lot of people hanging on to each other, not only to protect the ball, but just to lean on them and get a quick blow.
This corner kick's so important. They bring back Aaron Arbaugh and Amanda McCall to add 2 extra defenders to the mix.
Indian Hill has had trouble stopping the corner kick all night long. Here comes across the middle. Knocked away by Sarah Wiggers. Amanda McCall all the way back on the defensive side. Trying to make something happen.
Sarah Wiggers will take care of that.
Sarah Wiggers will take care of that. Underspin, top spin, it doesn't make any, never minds. That one falls right into the comfort of the breadbasket.
Great kick.
Gets it away. Amanda McCall, as we mentioned before, looks a little winded.
No, she'll it
looks like Caitlin Flood's going to call that, yeah. Caitlin didn't put too much force on her, but as we said, it looks like Bexley's player hit the dust. Looks like Maggie Stone took the, I believe, Maria Shipp, took the fall as fatigue could take place. But as we say that, Indian Hill now has possession back. Throw in Brooke Rodgers up to Aaron Arbaugh. Trying to get the ball once again to Amanda McCall, but it looks like, Brian, I'd hate to use the term, but it looks like they're using almost a box and one on Amanda.
Well,
they're always got a person.
They're trying to shut her down, that's no question. She's definitely the key to this offensive unit, especially with Nikki Whipper out of the game. She's going to have to step up big for Indian Hill to succeed here.
Looks like Brooke Rodgers got the best of that. Amanda McCall's got a 1-on-2 here. If she can get control of the ball, which she can't. Yeah, she looks. In this game, it's tough to take a quick blow, and you can't do that. Amanda can't take you can't take a man out of the game, especially as you said with Nikki Whipper on the pine.
Good clear.
Looks like Aaron Arbaugh is going to challenge it. She can't do anything of it. However, looks like Bexley's Lindsley Macklin tries to clear it and can't do it either. And AJ Schissel.
No, they're going to call
offsides, or what they're going to call?
No, just out of bounds. AJ tried to keep it in.
Yeah. Well, it's an aggressive play, and sometimes that stuff just happens, and it's just one of those things.
Paul, here's what I don't like. Ever since Allie Tottenham went down, not only has their offensive prowess been down, but they've lost a little bit of momentum. You know, they had the momentum in the early parts of the second half. And when she went down, the student section kind of died down. The fans and the players, both